The best budget TVs are your gateway to affordable home entertainment, meeting several demands while still not being overburdensome on your wallet. These TVs should not only have excellent picture performance, but also have relatively quality sound and gaming capabilities too. We have listed the best budget TVs of 2024 and their key features. You need to consider this to help you choose the best one for you. For more information on the product, as always, I've included a link in the description box down below, which are updated with the best prices on each product. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. Now let's get started. Number 5. TCL Q850G. The TCL QM8 QM850G QLED is TCL's 2023 flagship model. It's a mini LED QLED TV equipped with a backlight capable of very high levels of brightness in both HDR and SDR, and comes with a local dimming feature that has up to 2300 dimming zones in its bigger sizes. It's capable of doing up to 144 Hz at 1440p and 4K, or up to 240 Hz at 1080p, supports every variable refresh rate, VRR technology, and comes with TCL's Game Master overlay, which gives gamers quick access to a plethora of gaming-oriented features. It's also one of the first TVs to receive the IMAX Enhanced certification. The TV supports DTS and Dolby Advanced audio formats through its EARC HDMI port, and also supports advanced video formats, particularly Dolby Vision and HDR10+. It comes with the popular Google TV Smart OS, which is intuitive and easy to use, and it works with Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, and Apple HomeKit smart assistants. The TV is available in 4 sizes: 65-inch, 75-inch, 85-inch, and a huge 98-inch size. The TCL QM8 is a great TV overall. It's a fantastic gaming TV as it supports up to 4K or of 144 Hz, with some caveats, is compatible with every variable refresh rate, VRR technology for nearly tear-free gaming, and its brightness is stellar in both SDR and HDR, so all games look bright and vibrant. It also has incredibly low input lag in game mode. Its response time is also excellent, which is great for games but also for sports, as any fast-moving action is mostly blur-free. HDR content looks amazing on the TCL as its HDR peak brightness is extremely high. The TV's contrast is excellent, so HDR movies look punchy and vivid in a dark room. Unfortunately, the TV's viewing angle is disappointing, so it's not great for watching sports and TV shows with many people sitting around it. Number 4. Amazon Fire TV 4 Series. The Amazon Fire TV 4 Series is a very basic entry-level 4K TV released in 2021. Along with the Amazon Fire TV Omni, it was one of the first Amazon-branded TVs. It's a very basic entry-level 4K TV, similar to other budget models like the Toshiba C350 Fire TV 2021, Insignia F50 QLED, and the Hisense A6G. The Fire TV Smart interface is easy to use and it has a great selection of additional apps, so you're sure to find your favorite streaming service. The Amazon Fire TV is okay overall. It's best suited for a dark room, as it can't overcome a lot of glare. It's great for watching movies thanks to its high contrast ratio. It's just passable for watching TV shows, with a great selection of streaming apps so you can easily find your favorite shows. It's not very good for watching sports or playing video games though, as it has a slow response time. And HDR adds very little, as it's not bright enough for small highlights to stand out, and it can't display a wide color gamut. The Amazon Fire TV is good for gaming in HDR. It has fantastic low input lag, resulting in a responsive gaming experience, and it has excellent contrast, resulting in deep blacks in a dark room. Sadly, there's no local dimming feature to improve contrast. It can't get very bright in HDR, and it can't display a wide color gamut. It doesn't support any advanced gaming features like variable refresh rates, and it doesn't have any high bandwidth HDMI 2.1 ports. The Amazon Fire TV is an okay TV for watching movies in HDR. It has a high native contrast ratio, so blacks and dark scenes are deep. There's no local dimming feature to improve dark scene performance, so blacks are raised when bright highlights are on the screen. On the other hand, this also means there's no blooming around bright objects. It can't get very bright in HDR, so small highlights don't stand out, and it can't display a wide color gamut. Number 3. Sony X80K. The Sony X80K X80CK is an entry-level TV in Sony's 2022 lineup. It replaces the Sony X80J and sits between the Sony X75K and the Sony X85K. Compared to the higher-end models, it's bare in terms of features as it lacks any variable refresh rate, VRR support, and HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, so it's limited to a 60 Hz panel in all available sizes except the 85-inch version. Still, it comes with the same Google TV interface as the other Sony TVs, and it's compatible with Sony's proprietary TV webcam, so you can use it to make video calls or for hands-free gestures. Its remote has a built-in mic for voice control, letting you use various voice commands. Its picture processing capabilities are powered by Sony's entry-level 4K HDR processor X1, and the TV offers a few motion enhancement features powered by Sony's 4K X Reality Pro processor. The Sony X80K is okay overall. It's a good TV for watching sports or TV shows in wide seating areas due to its wide viewing angle, so the image stays consistent when viewed from the sides. It also has decent reflection handling and SDR peak brightness, so it's fine for rooms with a few lights around. However, it isn't good for watching movies or for gaming in dark rooms because it has a low contrast ratio and lacks a local dimming feature. Its HDR performance is also subpar as it has a low HDR peak brightness. The Sony X80K is good for watching sports. It's a decent choice to use in well-lit rooms due to its decent reflection handling and peak brightness. It's also good if you want to watch the game in a wide seating area as it has a wide viewing angle, meaning the image stays consistent when you're watching off-center. The TV's gray uniformity is very good, so sports with large areas of bright uniform color, like hockey, are mostly free of any distracting dirty screen effect. It has a decent response time, but there's some blur behind fast-moving players or balls. Number 2. Samsung CU8000. The Samsung CU8000 is the second most entry-level LED TV in Samsung's 2023 lineup, with the CU7000-7100 sitting below it. Sitting above these is Samsung's range of QLEDs, Neo QLEDs, Mini LED, and QD OLED TVs. Samsung TVs often find themselves amongst the best TVs on the market, especially when it comes to picture quality in sets like the Samsung S90C. The Samsung CU8000 has an edge-lit LED panel, so certainly won't hit these heights, but it does a decent job when it comes to color reproduction and when displaying brighter content, despite its low brightness levels. It also does a good job of handling reflections when viewing brighter images, and is surprisingly effective when upscaling SDR content. But its black levels and contrast are lacking, and its poor backlight uniformity in darkened conditions mean it doesn't quite have the picture to make it a budget gem, such as the Amazon Fire TV Omni QLED. Sound quality on the CU8000 is not the strongest. With 2.0 channel speakers totaling 20W, the sound is thin and overall lacking in power and punch. Speech levels are surprisingly decent in any sound mode, but there is little to no bass and trebles can sound harsh at higher volumes. This is one TV that you'll definitely need to pair with one of the best soundbars. Design is a real high point for the Samsung CU8000 and arguably its most standout feature. A sleek design with a razor-slim depth, super thin bezel, and attractive dark finish, the CU8000 is a really good-looking TV. It has two easy-to-install feet that can be placed in two positions for those looking to place on furniture, but it would also look stunning on the wall using one of the best TV wall mounts. Gaming performance on the Samsung CU8000 is solid enough, with motion feeling smooth despite only having a 60Hz panel. Graphically, it's colorful and clean looking, but the lack of next-gen gaming features including no HDMI 2.1 ports with 120Hz and VRR support might put some people off. Number 1. Hisense U6K. The Hisense U6K is a budget-friendly 4K TV. It's the 2023 entry-level model in Hisense's flagship ULED lineup and uses quantum dot technology to display a wider range of colors than traditional TVs. It replaces the Hisense U6 U6H and sits below the higher-end Hisense U7K and Hisense U8 U8K. As it's a budget TV, it lacks some gaming features that Hisense's higher-end models have, like HDMI 2.1 bandwidth and a 120Hz panel, but it supports every VRR technology for a nearly tear-free gaming experience. It comes with the user-friendly Google TV 11 interface and supports both Amazon's Alexa and Google Assistant for voice commands, with microphones in the remote and the TV for hands-free voice control. It's available in 3 sizes, 55, 65, and 75 inches. The Hisense U6K is a decent TV overall. It has excellent contrast and adequate HDR brightness, so it looks pretty good when watching HDR content in dark rooms. It also gets bright in SDR and has decent reflection handling, so it handles bright rooms well. Unfortunately, the TV's viewing angle is inadequate, so it's a poor choice for a wide seating arrangement like when watching sports or shows with friends. Though it's good for watching content from physical media, thanks to its decent low-resolution upscaling, it isn't as good with content from streaming platforms because of its limited low-quality content smoothing capabilities. Finally, its input lag is fantastic, and this model has a good response time, so it's a very good gaming TV. The Hisense U6K is good for movies, especially if you like to watch your movies on physical media rather than through streaming platforms. The TV's contrast is excellent, so dark scenes look great in a dark room with deep blacks. Its HDR brightness is adequate, not enough to make highlights pop, but enough to provide a pleasant HDR viewing experience.